Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I thought I come and wish you a good day. For today is very a shifting day. There is Pluto that moved into Aquarius, and so that should really be, even in the next few days, we might see change that this year, we're going to see change that we've never thought possible. And so it is very important, and it's getting cold here. So maybe the work of all the ecologists that they actually stopped the global warming. They stopped it. It is cold. Well, they used to call it winter, but now they have this different notion of things. I'm just joking, but so it's really no need to concern. The Earth is capable of the Earth, the sun, the stars. Everything is part of a grand plan, and it's like the illusion of power that man has is completely insane, and that creates a lot of problems if they would let go. If the whole world would spend the whole day in silence, 90% of the problems of the world, silence and prayer, the 90% of the problems of the world would be solved. But it will take a little bit of time, because the universe no longer creates really in the planets for billions of years. The universe created the planet, it imported life, developed it through the transformation, through many aspects. But at some point, there was a million years ago, there was some humans, couple of humans that recognized the grand design, the existence of God, and we became an inhabited planet. And from that point on, humans had all the power within their hands to create. The universe reacts to our creation, adapts to our creation, will exploit every possible situation for benefit of growth, and the Spirit explores all things. We are the Holy Spirit that is studying itself in reality, and so we will continue to study itself eternally through different ways. Even when time and space will be completely fulfilled, there will be new transcendental universes that will open up. So we are the ones responsible for all the creation down here. Yet there is a supervision, and there is timelines, and there is cosmic responsibility that will be that we need to understand and align with. And we do have the assistance of Spirit. Never in the whole history of our whole long cycle of incarnation on this planet, we had this opportunity to connect to the spirit realm and find this point of freedom, this ascension, on a collective level. There's been many, expect many download, many initiations. It will come no matter where we are, no matter what we do. But we do need a time of integration. Every time we receive some important information, drink a glass of water when you need to integrate something. It fluidifies the information. But prepare for new download and new initiation. It's all about love. We have to prepare, but at the end, it's only the love of God that we deserve to receive. We also deserve to receive our love, but we also deserve to give ourselves this privilege, this innate right to receive the love of the Creator and to give ourselves our own love. It is very important to love yourself. So you say, I love you, but I love me and I love you. It's like you have to love yourself first. It's very important. Then you can share that love that you feel within your heart. So it's all about learning unconditional love, which is challenging mostly. I will talk about this in at the end, about sentimental love. I think we're really getting ready for a very essential major shift. Spirit is holding back this solar flash. Yet if this solar flash would come in one day to the next, 50% of all the population, the rapists, the brutal, the murderers, the corrupted, everyone would just be removed from the planet in one day. So, but there is still some borderline beings that are undecided, that could be going back to the light. And so that's I think the Creator is giving a little bit more time in order to allow some reform from certain people that have not been so aligned with integrity, so to speak. But in some sense, we do want to authorize this solar flash. It would be like the last judgment, because after that there would be no point of return. And so because it would be the act of the universal senses. Those beings are Trinity origin beings from paradise. They are created as the judgment of God. When God needs to judge in the universe, it is a censor that speaks. The beings have unbelievable wisdom. Right now, they're censoring little things. They're preventing things that is not wanted. They cut out things I've seen them acting in my life when there was like some demons that was like taking over someone that was in my environment. It's like sensor intervened to stop the process because it would have gone overflow. Some people they don't know, they get possessed by demons, they don't realize it. And so the senses are amazing beings of divine wisdom, and they're connected to seven divine counselors and a perfecter of wisdom. The perfecter of wisdom is the past, the divine counselors is the future, and the senses is the I am, the present. So it's like, and they are the most advanced mobile adjudicative body that make judgment. But there is this big trial that's been going on between Lucifer and Gabriel of Salvington, and for 200,000 years this trial has been going on. But at some point the censors will render its judgment, and they are the voice of the Ancient of Days, that are the rulers of our super universe. But the Ancient of Days will never leave the central sphere for a very long time anyway, until the whole universe, the super universe, is settled in light and life. Then we don't really know what happens after that. But they are just as wise as would the Ancient of Days, which rule over 100,000 universes. They are the coordinating forces, and yet those forces are submissive to the Father, Mother, God of each universe as well. They're all very, very wise, and so the senses will eventually speak, and everything will change, and we'll never go back to the old ways. It's been announced, this final judgment. So just don't worry, just continue. For it's like when we centralize, when we are heart-based, when we are listening to our soul, and we're trying to do good, we're trying to perfect ourselves, we will definitely be passing to the next level, and then we'll be given time for further purification, further integration, more forgiveness and gratitude. And but we should choose the middle way, the way of the Christ, the way of the great religion, the way, the central way, the way of the teacher, of the love, that is really a very essential. So keep on praying and try to be true to your heart as much as possible. Accept your doubts and limitations. It is all part of the process, and be patient with yourself and with others. And accept the information that comes directly from your spirit complex. So sometimes it's not always easy to accept it, but I'm receiving some amazing messages this morning. It's so amazing. And then Spirit showed me a little part of me. This like took me to a place and said, it's not ready. It's like, what is this? I don't want that. It's like, I don't want that. Because the mental want to be ready, but there are hidden things within ourselves, and it's all, but by becoming aware of something, it is being transformed and transmuted, and then we're getting one step closer every day, which should be coming really quickly now. Well, the observer of the day is here it's called completion. It is the universe. It is salvation. It is really what it is about, the finality of that plateau, of that cycle. We'll see past, present, and future. Oh, it's all good. Well, in the past is the sharing. It's about the energy of the teacher. It's about, we have to share what we have. We have to be compassionate and to continue to cultivate, to assist others. Right now we're in the nothingness, in the great void. This is where the transformation is happening. There is so much within that. The divine void is void of all things, but it includes all things. So it can feel strange not to be, once we let go of all attachment, all mental limitation, we can move into this void of void, which includes both the samsara and the nirvana, all states within the universe, all that is, Allah, the great cosmic mind. And what we're coming into the future, the immediate future, is awareness. It is the chariot. It is the doors to the world that is opening, as well as the inner self that is emerging from within. What we feel inside, what we have inside, is love. It is friendliness. It is really the ability of sharing and to have an harmonious connection. And what's on the outside world is turning within. It's like there is still maybe shadows outside of us, but we have to learn to turn to the ocean of peace within ourselves and accept there is initiation test. It is the moon, it is the past life, it is the subconscious. So we still have to be somewhat cautious and careful. Sometimes we will be called to make a compromise. sometimes there's certain compromises to be made in order to achieve this, because we still feel a little bit of isolation, and we have to dissolve all the barriers and frontiers that separate us from the source, from the life, from all of life in truth. But first, as the unity consciousness, we need to reconnect to our higher self. That is really the essence, and from there we'll realize in truth everything is one and connected. Every being, everything, can never be otherwise. And then what's going to be happening is that a lot of traveling will be coming. We're going to have to move around. We're going to have to check out other culture or travel within our consciousness as well. But it might be a lot of physical travel that will be coming. For never in the history of our soul we've had such an opportunity. So we need to merge with the higher mind. The higher mind has to become dominant, as well as opening the higher heart, where all the secret and treasures of the Creator have been hidden. For God has hidden the Holy Grail within our heart. Is a place where no material man will ever look for them there. So it's like you really have to slowly but surely come into your spiritual side in order to allow your God self, your guides, your spirit, your soul to reveal those things, so those sacred, those treasures from within ourselves, and continue to what you can always invoke the presence of divine beings such as Archangel Michael, the Lord Metatron, and the Lord Melchizedek. They're very powerful guides and powerful influence. Whenever you need it, you call this triad, and they will come down, and they can provide really a great centering anchorage. And for the gift, this gift of this new light that is coming down is from the Godheads, and it is pure. It is really different than anything we've experienced. The more we experience it, the more we want of it, because it is the purest energy in the whole universe. And they also expect a new light that comes through the mainstream media and all that, because in order to keep credibility, you'll see there's going to be a lot of changes there. But do not depend on it. Be your own master. And understand, we are all, for those who are in the spiritual ascension path, in the way, in the spiritual way, we are being groomed to take our place in the spiritual universe. And we don't need to try to be higher than we can, or higher than others, or you just need to be in our place, and that will be fine. And it's like exactly where we need to be. We are all kings and queens in the kingdom of God. If we are children of God, when you're a child of the greatest King of Kings, it's like you are by rights, you become king or queen. It's very and so as soon as we let go of the past and the conditioning, we are moved and elevated into this next level of consciousness. So that's why we're given the time to allow ourselves to deconstruct all of our limited beliefs. Well, thank you very much to continue to cultivate this life, to send this life, to share this life, to be yourself, to listen to your heart, and for liking, sharing, and commenting, and for your subscriptions and for your donations. It's very kind. So we're going to be elevated into our next level of consciousness. It's happening a little bit every day, but it will always be, at the end, it will be according to our faith and our spiritual capacity. Because if we get too much, it would be too overwhelming. Our nervous system would not stand it. So allow yourself to move step by step. And we'll be ascending as far as we can, and then we'll learn from that new level, and then we'll be prepared, and then we'll continue this ascension. It's a never-ending story, but we'll be, once we connect to our eternal nature, we'll be connected to the grand intelligence of the universe, and then we'll be working from a much higher level. Although the fifth dimension is not paradise, we have to climb through all 352 dimensions of the Creator universe, then all the spheres of the super universe, the central universe, before we awaken on paradise as an eternal being. That will come. But once we reach this point of connecting to the eternal energy, our consciousness becomes internally connected to the greater whole, then there is no more pressure. We just accept and continue to grow and learn from that new level. But there's a lot of joy, and do not judge yourself. You deserve your own love. You deserve the love of God. And letting go of past limitation, but we have to let go of past limitation, but we do have to control our mind, rather than allowing someone else to control our program of reality. For the mental is controlling the reality. So be kind to yourself, and not only to others. Sometimes we're really good at being good to others, to be kind to others, but we have to know where we had to draw the line to find our comfort zone, to find this new comfort zone. We had to let go of many comfort zones. Also understanding that there is all kinds of insanity that are being proposed by the government, by many governments and many corporations, but they're not determining our future. They're trying to determine our future, but in truth, what they're doing is determining their future. What we sow, we will harvest. And so just be independent of all that. And no, they're sowing their own seeds of destructions when they are really going into the dark places. The observer of the day is in between world. It's a buffer zone. We're going to see some great changes in the next few days, but right now we're still in a buffer zone. So just it's in between world. So just it's normal not to understand everything, to have still like zones of within our consciousness that are not clear. It will clear in time. The highest wisdom is the time of departure. Living, it's about this new step, this new level, this traveling. What we need to understand is into the sea. We need to make leaps of faith. We need to jump into the ocean of consciousness, into the great unity of the one. What we need to do is a step ahead. We need to work with the assistance of others. It's very important to accept the assistance of others, the cooperation, and to be prepared to continue to know that we've already been informed enough to be ready for what is to come. And the outcome will be the destinies. We are here to fulfill this highest destiny, where there is the highest joy, the highest fulfillment, and the highest service. For service is very important at the end. We'll see that if we do a selfless service, it is you're fully in the non-resistance and the acceptance of the Creator's plan, and you become instrumental in doing just that. So I'm going to finish with a song, and then for a few more cards, discuss just briefly another idea. You may welcome to sing it with me. It's a song. It's an energy that elevates our frequency. It's all about frequency and holding a frequency and elevating our frequency. We live in a magnetic universe, and so. And when we shift our frequency, the whole reality has changed. Even the galactic in the higher dimensions is just on a different frequency, but they're all part of the one. So, but in the earth is really, really difficult because we came into this matrix. It's very, really difficult. So do not judge yourself for whatever struggle you may be going through. Just to allow yourself to love yourself and to accept this love of God, and continue to focalize on your salvation, on accepting that this salvation will come down from heaven, for it is God who liberates us. So continue to pray, and we'll have to do as much as possible to enjoy our life and to continue to enjoy our life. Well, this song is called Amazing Grace. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. The acceptation to return beyond cause and effect, there is the state of grace. So I just wanted to say that I didn't. It was kind of therapeutic to talk about this difficulty in my sentimental relationship I was having, which partially resolved just by not by talking about it, but I was clear in my communication, and so there may still be some residual, but it's moving towards completion. It was a stress test that I didn't pass because when I met this person, she's a beautiful person. There's absolutely no blame on her. She was thrown into a life and lifestyle that was beyond her control, and so I have to accept that. But when we started communicating, it is our soul just recognize each other, and there was a lot of love. It's just me. I wasn't this unconditional patience and acceptance is like it was too much for me to bear. So I had to take a step back. But I didn't want to assume that there was any blame in relationship to who she is. She's a beautiful person, and I still love her, even though I just had to back out from the relationship. And for there is always good reason why we be experiencing, and we never get more than what we can handle in truth. Sometimes we've passed the test. Sometimes we feel like we're not passing it, but we're learning anyway. And very soon I'm going to be able to concentrate on my project, so I will be a lot liberated. But I had clear communication with her, and so that really simplifies things. She kind of run away, but then it's like it's okay. I hope she's happy and she'll find what she's looking for. So, and that opens up when something fell away in the universe. There's always something new. So I should always have a special place in my heart, but my heart is big enough to love many people. Well, sometimes we're a bit limited as humans. We believe like when we love someone, it becomes our possession, and there is like that's it for eternity. It's like, ooh, this was a lot of divorce and things. People get a bit of illusions about that. I think it's good to have complete trust and to accept people as they are, not try to have illusions about it, and to be lucid about it, and to share love, to be able to be open to love. For it's all about love in truth. It's like we have a lot of limitation because our heart is like being sometimes challenged by insecurities, which is okay. It's part of who we are as human beings. The highest wisdom is droiture, which is truthfulness. To be truthful, to stay truthful. The highest wisdom is patience. Things are going to unfold really quickly, and just be patient. Just allow things to unfold at God's speed. What we need to understand is the purification. We need to continue to align, to purify, to let go of all kinds of things that are no longer needed, to purify mostly it's about letting go of old habits and things like that, and old limitative beliefs. What we need to do is courage to overcome our shadow, to overcome our fear, to overcome our doubts, to be courageous, to do it anyway sometimes. And the outcome is going to be the reward. Spirit is talking to me about this amazing reward. It's like it blows my mind in truth. It's like it's just like well, I have to believe it and accept it and say it will be fine, because I know I will handle it very well. It will be perfect, but it's like this blessing, this level of blessing is quite wonderful, and I thank God for it, and I thank all those who will be participating in this liberation process. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Salat.